Hello and welcome, my name is Lynx and we are playing Spirit Sisters. Today it's chapter 16 called Greed. I still wonder how many chapters there are, like... I kinda wish we could approach the end soon. Greed. Obsession with wealth and materialistic items. Basically the description of every church. Every human at one point confides in their greed, for wanting something in one's life is the essence of being alive. Is wanting to be stable, actually stable, and feeling safe greed? If so, then I'm guilty. On the other hand, churches are just greedy bastards. To be greedy, one must be selfish. Not really. Maybe. To attain what they desire, a person will allow their deepest, darkest tendencies take hold in the pursuit of their greed. The second demon to be awakened from the 7 deadly sins was greed. Jesus, honestly, if we have to go through all 7 in this game... Unbeknownst to anyone, it was the demon's own greed that had motivated it to awaken from its slumber before any of the others. Its greed for the craving to be recognized by his brothers and sisters, for in their last life it was seen as the weakest sin. This time, the demon is in pursuit of surpassing its brethren, greedy for power, greedy for self-worth, to ensure that this time he is to be considered the most powerful of the 7. And so, the greed became a JoJo character. As it roams the streets of Tokyo's shopping district, its immense aura grows stronger. I say JoJo character, but more like a stand, basically, affecting the various individuals it crosses in its path. Men and women, children, even animals are all getting filled with an abundance of greed. The green energy circulates around the baby as it grows bigger and bigger. I need more shoes! Dude, this is... Can we just agree that this is one of the most stupid collectibles that some people do? Shoes? Like, this is... Why would you collect shoes? It's so stupid. I need more followers! I need more money! Oh, that's... the likes of Bezos. Just say Bezos, not civilian. Come on. More! Anyway, the groups of people affected by the sin continue to spat out. The various individuals are thrown into a frenzy, running around attempting to satisfy their greed. In unison with this behavior, they are filling this demon up more and more with dark magic. With the rate it is going, and the city being thrown into mayhem, one can only guess how far its influence will go, and how strong this demon will end up becoming. So technically the best opponent would be someone who literally has no wishes, or basically already actually feels satisfied with everything, right? Oof. That's gonna be rough. The group of 4 are still under the demon's spell. Still? Attempting to recover from the demon's hallucination. Greed's sin factor allows him to intensify people's greedy desires to the level of obscene obsession, leaving them in a state of comatose chaos. The fact that she is not able to, like, get rid of her wants, dude, it's ridiculous. Wendy lies helpless on the floor, getting hit directly with the sin factor. She attempts to fight off her otherworldly desires, only to realize she has already built up tolerance to them. She envisions images of her childhood crush and admiration, Kamen Rider Black RX. Holding on to her oversized plushie, she envisions her favorite superhero, taking her alongside his missions, fighting side by side with him. But you technically already do that same thing. Kamen Rider, I love you. This is so stupid. A little Wendy says in the constructs of her mind. However, within her station, small blue fragments of light start to surrender her. To surround her. Ha! The spirits, even in her hallucinations, start to stir up and fight within her. Her mind begins to return to her. She takes a moment to think of what Sylvia had said. To overcome their greed, they must give up the thing they want the most. Naruhodo is what a certain character would say. Raida. To give up her love for Raida would be to give up herself. For a long time, Wendy had craved the closeness of a family. With her upbringing, she did not receive a normal childhood. What do you mean? Never being able to experience the warmth of a family. Oh, we finally get some info about that. Ryder was the closest thing she had to a family member, aside from Shin. Huh? She had even incorporated his lessons into her personality. In her opinion, no one loves Ryder more than her. She wants him all to herself. No, it's not just greed. But greed isn't a definite tendency to her emotions. Yes, a part of her wants to attain all that love for herself, but she'd never allow herself to be that selfish. I wouldn't call it greed. I mean, if you love someone, you want that someone to love just you. I would not put this into greed department. Anyway, Ryder is a hero for everyone. Love isn't something one can just take for themselves. It's supposed to be shared and spread with those around you. For it bothers her, she hopes to share her passion with all those it may reach. With that realization as well as her built-up spirit magic, she's able to unleash a shockwave magical power that cancels out the synth power. Now free from the spell, she looks over to her companions, seeing that they do not have the same luck as her. Being closest to Piggy, she crawls over to the younger sister. Why? Leave her be, like, she can go crazy or like her. Hibiki! Hibiki! Hibiki says under her breath, presumably still under her own heretical hallucination. I mean, she's a heretic, so... Hibiki, I've been not known you for too long, but even so, I never took you for an overly selfish girl. What? How did you not? Are you kidding me? The girl stirs in her sleep, attempting to reply from the confines of her illusion. I what? Wendy listens to the girl's words, anticipating her next words. I want someone to stay with me. I don't want to be alone. I mean, technically you are in a church. You will not be alone there. This girl, the reason she calls her Onesama is due to her desire for companionship and for love. Bullshit. She's just like her in that regard. In her yaoi, she had no one to truly call family, no one to confide in. Realizing this, Wendy does something impulsive, reaching over and grabbing hold of her sister's head. I'm here, I'm right here, Feeling the older girl's warmth against her face, Hibiki breaks away from her subconscious for a moment. Onism, no, I cannot be selfish. Yes, I want to be with Zaba, but no matter than the one that does my seen by a lot more people, not just me. Hibiki thinks this before expanding on her initial thought. Hibiki knows Wendy is considered to be the spirit goddess, the divine prophet and vanguard of the Egyptian Orthodox Church. It's her to save the world from comic evil, so she has no business allowing herself to be subjugated by some demon. As her designated little sister, Hibiki has the duty to help her pursue this quest to the best of her abilities. Little sister, where did that come from? No, you're not. With all things considered, even if she wants her Onesama all to herself, she must not let herself be consumed by those still desires if she truly wishes to support her on this journey. I wish you didn't support her, cause, well... cause you are freaking useless. Hibiki screams out, jolting up from her hallucination. Hibiki. Wendy screams out before wrapping up. That was crazy scream, by the way. Wendy screams out before wrapping the girl in an even tighter hug. Now blushing profoundly, the sister is left in a stuttering state. Shama, it's time to be getting intimate. No one is getting intimate with you. Shut up! Wendy says, just happy that the sister is alright. The pair break from their hug, giving each other a mutually compassionate smile. Ugh. Wait, what about the others? Hibiki stays before looking over at Isaac and Sylvia, still subjugated by the demon's influence. Hibiki, I need you to help Sylvia break the curse. Since she is the one that bonded with the gospel, it's imperative that she is the one that beats the sin's influence. Okay, I can do that, but wait, what about you? I'm going to stop Greed before he harms any more people. No, you can't! The demon probably regained his true form by now. You can't go fight and take your throne. Yes, she can. She's able to. She may be right, which she's not. After all, the 70 sins were fated to be the most powerful demons in all of history. Yeah, and isn't she supposed to be the most powerful fighter in the history as well? When this resolve wavers for a moment, but only for a moment. She thinks back to everything that led her to this moment. The day she would sit in the living room as a child next to Shin as they watched a new episode of their favorite Kamen Rider series. You say they, but it's probably just her. Nah, maybe he likes it too. A show that heavily encapsulated the meaning of a Henshin hero, or a hero of justice. No matter how big, no matter how strong the enemy may be, Kamen Riders would always stand their ground, ready to protect the innocent and vanquish evil. Upon this recollection, she stood up from the ground, striking a battle-ready pose. Like JoJo's do. It doesn't matter how big or tough the demon may be. She tilts her head back, looking darkly into the sister's silvery eyes. Tilts her... That sounds like something Monogatari-like. Well, tilt the head back. Even if the odds are stacked against me, it's the duty of a hero to fight against evil. Projecting her voice as loud as she can, the girl strikes pose, clenching her fists to the side. She then waves her hands in front of her, mimicking the actions of the long-time hero Minami Kotaro. Ow. Henshin! Did she transform? Though it was only for a show, upon saying the word, she's engulfed in blue spirit energy. Theft, not drawing spirits from moisture, she absorbs the surrounding spirits around her. Her outfit changes from black to the blue spandex outfit of the spirit temple. She has now taken on the form ready to battle the spirit goddess. Hibiki, who spectates this transformation, is left with sparkles in her eyes as she watches this classic tokusatsu event play out. Yeah. Shut up. I'm off. Honest! Incredible! Even now she's doing things to protect the innocent and fight against evil. Oh my god. Against? Oh yeah! So cool! Shut up, Jesus Christ. The blue-haired girl storms out the church's doors in pursuit of the demon in question. Unbeknownst to her, the city is under great peril, with the citizens being under the influence of the greed spell. Alright, let's get to the fight, like who cares? Taking action, Wendy is seen running through the city streets. Stalls stumbled over, windows broken, cars crashing into each other, and people running around in terror. With the scene of greed taking its toll on the people's hearts, acts of robbery and violence began to instigate between the once good people of the city. Jesus Christ, what is this, Paris? Come on, spirits, can you show me where that baby went to? Wendy says, confiding in the many spirits that surround her. The light from the spirits starts glowing intensely as they aim towards a desolate location behind smoke and debris. Wendy now stands tall and firm, preparing for the worst, and as the smoke clears up, she's surprised by what her eyes lay witness to. People fighting chaotically with each other, breaking glass and harming one another. Oh, wow. What is this, Chicago? All the citizens were arguing and tussling with each other. They were thrown into chaos. How horrible. That demon. Wendy gazed behind the crowd, seeing the silhouette of an unidentified being lurking behind the smoke. The green baby they had interacted with before is no more. Left in its place is tall green demon. Now filled by the endless greed of the inhabitants of Tokyo, it has grown into its adult form. The green demon resembles a human only in posterior, For its green skin is laced with yellowish bands across its body. Its right shoulder takes the form of a giant... Okay, we don't need the description, just get to the fight. Fine. Its right shoulder takes the form of a giant dollar coin and its arm the form of some type of crane. This was great. Wow, what happened to the cute little baby from before? Don't tell me you already grew up. Alright, it was not cute. And also, babies in general are freaking not cute. Spawns of devils. Soulless woman! You are in the presence of one of the seven deadly sins, the sin of greed! You should have considered getting a better voice, you know. Have you not thought of being greedy in that department? No! The two are seen at the standstill for a moment, preparing to face off against one another. Greed, huh? I don't suppose you'll concede peacefully. I really don't want to have to kill you. The green monster forms a smile on its face as he begins to laugh maniacally. Kill me! As if you could never possess the means to kill me. Thanks to you humans, I have already everything more power than I know what to do with. Your peaceful desires for wealth and materialistic substances have filled me to completion. Henceforth, you can refer to me as Dollar Bill. That's so pathetic. Upon hearing his newly acquitted name, Wendy can't help but let out a small chuckle. Are you serious? Dollar Bill? What's the problem? Oh, that name is so stupid. Ah! In a fit of childish anger, the demon begins to attack. It lifts its crane-like hand, activating its ability to work like a magnet of sorts. It levitates the supposed materialistic items that lace the people's hearts. Multiple cars and broken structures start swarming in Wendy's direction. She dodges the incoming collateral but is quickly overwhelmed by the demon's endless supply of commodities. She attempts to jump on the cars and debris, bringing her way closer to the demon. Now summoning her sword, she attempts to slice the demon's head off, but misses after dodging her strike. Wouldn't it be easier to slice off the hand? Or crane? The demon then brings its crane up to her face, activating its ability to affect her, sending her flying back. Where is the sword? Damn it, how the hell should I fight this guy? She ponders herself for a moment. Getting scared? Not a chance! She attempts to dash forward to continue her assault, but upon inspection she sees the demon brings his crane up, summoning smaller items to his aid. Just as his exterior symbolizes, he gathers up a vast array of coins and yen to its possession. The vast amount of money forms into a sphere and starts spinning uncontrollably, and then he directs it straight to the girl, shooting her with immense force. The sword appeared out of nowhere. He's strong. Wendy attempts to block this strike with her sword, but the force of the demon's magnetism proves to be too much for her as she is seen getting thrown to a nearby wall. The demon laughs for a moment before turning around in an attempt to spread more greed and chaos in the city. But just as quickly as he's supposed to, he is dealt with a goddess. She's seen climbing out of the rubble, relatively unscathed. Phew, that was close. You girl, you're a lot more durable than I thought! What a weird thing to say. Sorry to disappoint. She looks good. Now enough talk. Let's finish this. You puny mortal! I have only just been awakened! I'm not getting defeated by any time soon! At least not until I've hit my fill of humanity's greed! I hate to break it to you, but humanity is not as selfish as you think. I would argue. Slowly but surely the people will overcome their greed tendencies, and as a collective will work better to share and be kinder to one another. I know in my heart will overcome your sin. I don't believe in humans like she does, that's for sure. Sorry, not even sorry. Humans already show that they are definitely not what she describes. Not a chance. Not a chance. Which is sad in a way. The demon laughs at her speech before surging with energy.
It's that you! Then what do you say about this?
The dark energy swarming around him starts to predicate the floor, and the dark hallucinations that had clouded her mind back in the church start to overflow her. Wendy is left surrounded by a fury of green malicious energy. Well, release blue, not malicious one then. Bastard! I broke this spell before I can do it again.
Really? We still break you, but that spell isn't my strongest technique.
The darkness surrounding the area starts emitting voices. The voices of the various people under attack by the sin start to echo in the girl's ears. Give it to me!
Give it to me! Give it to me now! I want it! I need it! I wouldn't let you have it! It's mine! Mine!
I'll take it even if I have to kill you!
No, what is this?
The darkness of greed's ability starts to consume her.
What will you do with your greed? He master was that created us. To destroy us would mean destroying human nature. You may have broken my spell before, but it does mean you truly overcome your greed. For it will always be a part of you. There's only one way to get rid of me, and that's by destroying your human emotion itself.
Wendy is left appalled. Feeling the immeasurable girth of this demon's power consuming her very senses, she's left helpless as she stares back at the green monster's beaming red eyes.
So tell me, what will you do with your greed?
Well, I don't know. Wait for the next chapter to maybe find out. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about now. 20 minutes and we are done with chapter. That's good. I still wish I knew how many chapters are there. Is it weird that I actually look forward to being finished? Like when it's Wendy working and so on. It's nice. I want to see her battle and so on. But when you get Hibiki on the screen, I'm like, can we skip this part? Like, Hibiki is so not needed in the story in general. I feel like it should... If you were to make this, I feel like you should have made it basically like a... Considering that she loves Kamen Rider, you should have just done this basically her as sort of Kamen Rider-like character. Actually, I don't know anything about Kamen Rider, but whatever. She should be a solo hero, basically. Yeah. End message is that. So let's end the video. As always, consider liking it if you enjoyed, and if you're new around, consider subscribing. Always super appreciated. You can stick around, and that's about it. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.